the Canadian Union of Postal Workers say it's on strike once again. Now, it's in response to the government ordering Canada Post to consider bringing major changes to ensure its survival. Okay, so Pinki, what led to what's happening there today?
Yeah, so Jessica, the union representing more than 55,000 postal workers says they're back on picket lines today across the country, and that includes the Pacific Processing Centre here in Richmond. And the Canadian Union of Postal Workers says it was outraged by the outline changes laid out yesterday. The federal government announced major reforms to Canada Post, and that includes authorizing them to end home delivery. And we know that the Ministry of Public Works said more than 4 million addresses still receive that service, and Canada Post workers with Cup W have already been on strike for months. And we know that they do not currently have a collective agreement because that job action started over the holiday season last year, and everything from Christmas gifts to passports delivery was disrupted for 32 days. And after that, we know that workers were only returned to work after the Labour Minister asked the Canada Industrial Relations Board to step in and ask employees back to work. So postal workers have been delivering mail since then, but Cup W's have been taking other actions that they said is also considered strike action, including overtime ban or work to rule campaign.
Yeah, okay, so then with this latest job action, what impacts are we expecting?
So Jessica, we know last time round when the strike happened, small businesses was hard hit by the Canada Post strike action. We know that rural areas were also affected because they were not getting those mail delivery services, and a lot of important documents people weren't getting, as I said, the passports, a work permit. And this time round, there are a lot of small businesses that rely on Canada Post, and especially during this time of year when we're closer to Christmas season. And we heard from the Canadian Federation of Independent Business. They said that the strike this time could also hit small business really hard. Take a listen.
Small businesses overwhelmingly rely on Canada Post, especially in British Columbia. And so to see, this resistance to much needed reforms to keep Canada Post around as an organization is certainly disappointing. We need small businesses to be able to survive.
So we also know that Canada Post say that they were disappointed that the union chose to escalate their strike activity, which will further deteriorate the Post's financial situation. We know that they have been not great in their financial numbers, and the operator says no mail or parcels will be processed or delivered during the strike, but government benefit checks will continue to be delivered.